All right, Megan, let's check out one of your runs here, some GS free skiing. We will watch it in regular motion and then slow it down. All right, some nice turns out there. You are a good little skier, and so is your sister. We're gonna have a lot of fun this year. Right off the bat, there you see a really good stance, nice width, hip width of the feet and skis. We're a little more square down the hill, hands out in front. That's some good stuff right there. One thing we want to keep in mind is we want to keep a consistent width of our skis and feet and legs and knees, etc. And you can see right here, top of this turn. Now that's what we call a left footer, because your left foot will become your outside and downhill ski, and the one we actually do most of the turn on and pressure. So it's a turn to the right, but we call it a left footer. You got really narrow. The feet are plastered together, the legs. So really hard right now at the top of the turn to get much edge angle. You just don't have the room there. It's really difficult until you widen them out really down there a little bit. You can finally get them up on edge. So let's remember to keep a consistent width through the transition at the top of the turn. And it looks like more your left footers, i.e. turn to the right, could be the more troublesome one. Come through here. All right, here's a right footer. And nice width. Top of the turn. Rolled them up. It's a great looking turn. Look at that. You got a little, really pole plan. You got a little pole swing there. Even in GS, you want to still try to pole plant. But here we go. Left footer, right? Right back. Feet plastered together. Really tough up at the top of the turn to get much pressure and edge angle. And you can see, it's just not really developing until right about now. And there we get some nice upper and lower body separation. We're a little more square down the hill. We got a strong inside half, right? Inside is slightly ahead of the outside. Inside hand slightly forward. I will say, though, although we'd like a strong inside, we don't want that inside foot to be too far in front of the outside. Because right now it looks like you have your left or outside downhill knee kind of like tucked in behind the leg, and really don't want that. So want to think about trying to pull the inside foot back and tip it up. You maybe want like a half a boot length max lead of the inside, and you're a little further than that, it looks like. Come through here, nice transition. You move up, you get the hips up over the boots, you move forward, you move inside. That's what we call that forward diagonal release or move, and you roll them up nicely here, right? That's some good stuff. Ideally, I'd like to see you start to try to use a little more ankles and knees first to put the skis up on edge, and then move the hip in once we get going fast enough. And you tend to be you're a hippie. We call you a hippie. Use your hip a lot to edge the skis, but that'll come. We'll get there. Nice move there. Here you get to the flat and you had to regroup, which is okay. Again, we kind of have some pole movement, but I'd get out there and plant it even on GS for sure. This side, again, got really tight, especially the knees. Left foot of the knee, we got one behind the other, it looks like. Same idea we talked about. hold that inside foot back. Oops, don't need that. Oops, again. There's a nice move coming through. Again, feet a little too close together, but nice forward and moving inside the turn. Some nice upper and lower body separation. We can see there that one thing to think about, really just commit to the outside ski. You've got a little bit of divergence going on there. We got this ski this way a little bit, this one a little bit that way. So you're kind of cheating a bit and kind of twisting the inside ski. You could see it's, oops, you can see that it's, not as edged as the outside one. Really want to get matching angles of the skis, rolling up both. So think about having the inside foot little toe down, outside foot big toe down. Match them up, roll them up to a high edge angle platform to really push against on that outside ski, and then move the hip into the turn as the turn and speeds progress. So now we'll check out from the side. Again, we kind of talked about earlier, just a little bit back seat, kind of looking for ankle flexion more. You can kind of imagine that your shins are pretty straight up and down, and love to see them just a little bit more, both of them, having positive forward angles would give ankle flexion. In other words, a bend of the ankle. Here also, so you can kind of see your inside leg, and this is the harder one to have ankle flexion in, is kind of going straight up and down. If you pulled it back, you can see it's got a pretty good lead change there. Now it's ahead of the outside ski. So if you yanked it back a bit, we would get that positive, ankle flexion. We really want that in both legs and both ankles, and that would enable us to really be more in the front of the boot and in the front of the ski. Oops, you didn't expect me there. Again, I know we were just you're getting back to your rhythm here, but again, at left footer, I don't know if that's just, something that is a habit, but left footers turn to the right, all of a sudden get feet really close together, and that's really hard to, as we said, roll up that ski on a nice high edge angle platform and apply early pressure. So let's work on those things, but you're doing a great job, and looking forward to an awesome winter.